when measuring a second-line sliding security door, you must measure with a view of being on the outside, looking in. This is very important as we can establish the correct lock side. If you're on the outside, this door has a left-hand lock. If you're trying to measure from the inside, it has a right-hand lock. You're going to give me a right-hand measurement, we're going to give you a right-hand lock, which is going to be incorrect for your door. Be very accurate with your measurements. Re-measure several times. It is absolutely crucial that you measure to the nearest millimetre. We don't recommend bending your tape and getting your measurements because it's not always accurate. What we recommend is that you use the lock on your tape and add back the block, which the measurement is usually on the side of your tape box. Once you've established the actual measurements, then make the necessary deductions for your particular door. A tip is to have someone else write the measurements down while you measure it. Again, double check. Our door frames are the standard industry width of 20 millimetres. So, therefore, you will need a closing channel of at least 22 millimetres. When you're measuring your lengths, make sure you're on the outside looking in. Measure from the top track, which will either have a little pip or it will have a U-channel. Measure from the top down to the bottom, which will have a little pip. Lock it off and write your measurement down. Then measure again from the top to the bottom, lock it off and write your measurement down. It's not uncommon to have a little variation of up to 1 to 2 millimetres. What you do, you get your shorter side and take a 12 millimetre deduction, and this will be the length of both sides of your door. You can also take some measurements along the track just to make sure it's parallel. If you do find a big difference, however, of more than say 4 or 5 millimetres, then maybe you might need a new top track. When you're measuring your widths, before we start on widths, let us establish what we mean by the term interlocks. An interlock is a locking system that locks your door to your glass door system. This adds security to your door. Second line sliding doors come standard with a frame interlock. And you have to install it after installing your door. And it's very simple to install. All your installer will need is a rivet gun, a 532 or a 4mm drill bit, and a drill. Measure from the inside of your closing channel to the outside of your receiving interlock. Then write the number down. This measurement will be the actual measurement required. Take no deductions. If you don't have a receiving interlock on your fixed glass panel, then you will have to have one installed. Otherwise, you can request to change the frame interlock that comes standard to a bug head. This will decrease the integrity of the security of your door, but it will decrease the gap and no flies will get in. We don't recommend this, however. We're going to measuring locks. Firstly, make sure your door is closed. Place the tape at the top of your bottom track. If we're going below the handle, we'll take your measurement at the bottom of your handle of your glass door and deduct 60 millimetres. That'll give you your handle height. If you want your handle above, go to the top of your handle and add 120 millimetres. Now that'll be the handle height for your new door. We can't have them at the same height because you'll find that your handles clash and they won't go past each other, therefore you won't be able to open or close either doors. Now, good luck with your measurements. Remember, we make the doors finished sizes only, so it's important that you get this right. A suggestion would be to remeasure several times. Remember, supply us all your measurements in millimetres. Good luck and happy measuring.